On the Big 550 KTRS. This hour is presented by Affordable Kitchens and Baths. Visit them today at affordablekitchensandbaths.net.
Brandi Wills, our guest, our fill-in guest for Kat Neville, who is hobnobbing with the Goober Snoobers back in New York City as part of the James Beard Award finalist. Feast Magazine didn't win. I'm asking for a recall, but we'll talk about that in a bit. Feast Magazine, Feast STL today, feaststl.com. Brandi Wills, managing editor. Good morning this morning, Brandi.
Good morning, McGraw. How are you?
You are sponsored by Jimmy's on the Park, 706 to Munn in Clayton, 725-8585, or their website, jimmyscafe.com. You can download the app for Jimmy's Cafe on your smartphone as well. Let's get right to it. Brandi, 2 restaurants for us. What do you got?
All right. Our first one up is called Scarecrow. It is a restaurant out in Chesterfield. The address is 1095 Chesterfield Parkway. And some people might remember this as the Press Box. It was out there for a while.
Yeah.
And back in January, some new owners took it over, and they decided to kind of keep that nice neighborhood bar feel, but make it a little bit more upscale. So they kept some of the bar favorites on the appetizer and burger menu, and then brought in some more upscale entrees, and redid the interior. It looks really nice in there now. They've still got some TVs by the bar, though, so you can go in there and watch sports.
Right.
So when I went out there, a couple of the appetizers were really interesting. A lot of bar food, they do fried pickles is kind of a classic.
Fried pickles.
Oh, yeah. Like some like little dill pickle chips, that they fry, and you can dip them in ranch or something like that.
All right.
And that's been around for a while. But what they do is they've taken a whole pickle spear and wrapped it in bacon and tempura battered it and then fried it.
Of course they did.
Right. So it comes out, like hot and juicy, and they give you kind of like a horseradish ranch to dip it in. It's very interesting. It's really juicy, and you might look at it and be like, what is this? But man, once you dig into it, it's really good.
All right.
Yeah. They also have, my favorite thing I think I had there was the full nest. So the full nest are 2 Scotch eggs that are served over a bed of fried onion straws. And have you had Scotch eggs before?
I've not had Scotch eggs.
Do you think that they're eggs that are like boiled in Scotch?
I have no idea what Scotch eggs are.
Scotch
eggs that's
are...
been taped together by Scotch tape.
They are hard-boiled eggs that have been wrapped in sausage. They're rolled in breadcrumbs and then baked.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's a very...
Scott eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why did you say it in the first place?
Oh, okay. My bad. So, anyway, then they have, for the dinner items, they do like a Guinness pie, which is a beer-braised beef stew with a puff pastry on top. They've got steaks, pastas, burgers, and they do St. Louis-style pizza. So they've...
They also have a nice outdoor patio out there.
Do they?
Yeah.
Okay, it was cold when I went.
Oh, okay, yeah. But I mean, I
which could have been any time in the last few months.
As I drive by there, they have had that nice outside patio. And just because it's not a sports bar doesn't mean you can't go and watch the sports game.
Oh, absolutely. They've redone the bar. It's very nice in there, and they've got tons of TVs in there still, and it's a great place to go, grab a seat at the bar, order a beer or a glass of wine.
Right off Highway 64 there, right there.
Yes.
You can't miss it, yeah. All right,
Correct.
good. 1095 Chesterfield, Scarecrow, the old press box. What's number 2?
Number 2 is Empire Pizza and Deli. It's down at 1131 Washington Avenue. And this is also one of those restaurants that used to be something else.
1131 Washington Avenue. Okay.
Yeah. It's actually been a few incarnations of pizza places. And now the Rook brothers have stepped in and taken over. And they have their... Empire Pizza there. And so it's New York style pizza.
Mm-hmm.
And you can go in and get one of those slices that's like bigger than your face.
Love it.
Yeah. It's great. They also do obviously whole pies, and you can do they have a lot of specialties in there. One of them that's really interesting is they do a slinger pizza. So it's got, the chili, the griddle burgers, it's got hash browns, eggs, jalapenos, cheese, the whole bit on a pizza.
And this is brand new down in the hood?
Yes, yeah, it was a couple of different pizza places before, but they've taken over the 12th Street Diner. They're going to make that King Louis, and then right next door, it's the same folks, and they're doing Empire Pizza. That's already open. King Louis is coming soon.
King Louis, not the famous King Louis from a different King Louis.
Yeah, I believe I'm going to get my history wrong here, I'm sure, but I believe that the owner's father was part of King Louis' chain.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Now, Empire Pizza, that's not a chain.
No, that's
That's
specific to us here. Yeah.
Was there another Empire Pizza somewhere else?
I believe, you mean in St. Louis?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I think there are some, like if you Google Empire Pizza, that's a common name. It comes up in other states. But as far as the St. Louis, I think we're the only one.
All right, good. So, and I'm sure they deliver on Washington Avenue.
I don't know if they do,
I got to get
it's
off
nice
my.
out
I
because
got to get off.
I'm always walking around.
I got to get off my couch to go down and get pizza.
I saw on your bike the other day.
How'd I
bike
look?
down there. You look great.
Had my tight bike shorts look.
I wasn't paying attention.
They were a little tight. Let me just tell you that. No, I don't wear bike shorts. I don't wear the bike shorts.
Well, so Empire, they besides great pizza, they have really good pizza. They also do sandwiches there, and these are like the kind of piled high, sky high sandwiches. And of course, it's always a good idea to go with the namesake of the place. So the King Louis sandwich, it has salami, capicola, pepperoni, mortadella, roast beef, and provolone. So it's one of those that's hard to get your mouth around.
We should also say that this is right on Tucker and Washington Avenue.
Yeah.
It's right there.
Right there.
You can't miss it. It's
Lots
great.
of construction on that corner, but they're still open.
Yes, they're almost done with that construction, or at least they're moving down Tucker as they go. Empire Pizza, 1131 Washington Avenue, new New York-style pizza joint. I got to check that out. Also, Scarecrow, 1095 Chesterfield. Brandi Wills from Feast Magazine and feaststl.com. Anything new with the magazine we need to know?
Yes, definitely. There's a really exciting event going on next week. Everyone should should go and sign up and check it out. It's a dessert and wine tasting. It's down at Russell's on Mackland. And there's nothing better than a dessert and wine tasting. So we've got Russell's is going to do the desserts, and then Kyle Harsha, who writes our wine column, one of our wine columns every month, he's going to do all of the wine pairings. So the desserts that are on the lineup for that night are lemon curd cake, blackberry pie bars, carrot cake, gooey butter cake, a port wine tort, and espresso buttercream truffles. And so each one of those is going to have its own individual wine pairing.
I think I gained 5 pounds just listening to that list.
Yeah, that's going to be on Thursday, May 16th, and you can get all of the rest of the information about that and figure out how to get tickets at feaststl.com.
There you go. Brandi Wills, great job. Feast Magazine, feaststl.com, newsstands everywhere. Brandi Wills, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Traffic, weather.